He is known for being an English poet, literary critic, philosopher, and theologian. He is recognized for co-founding the Romantic movement in England and being a member of the Lake Poets. His name is Samuel Taylor Coleridge. In the quiet countryside of England, a brilliant mind named Samuel Taylor Coleridge was destined to leave an indelible mark on the world. Born in 1772, Coleridge displayed an insatiable thirst for knowledge from a young age. His parents, recognizing his potential, encouraged him to explore various fields of study, from philosophy to art, nurturing his open-mindedness and intellectual curiosity. As Coleridge grew older, his poetic talent flourished, leading him to become one of the most influential figures in the Romantic movement. Alongside his friend William Wordsworth, he revolutionized English literature, infusing it with raw emotion and a deep connection to nature. His poems, such as The Rime of the Ancient Mariner and Kubla Khan, captured the imaginations of readers, transporting them to otherworldly realms. However, Coleridge's life was not without its struggles. Plagued by bouts of anxiety and depression, he battled inner demons that threatened to extinguish his creative flame. It is believed that he suffered from bipolar disorder, a condition not yet understood in his time. To cope with his physical and mental ailments, Coleridge turned to laudanum, a potent opium-based medication that ultimately led to a lifelong addiction. Despite his personal challenges, Coleridge's contributions extended far beyond the realms of poetry. His critical writings, particularly on the works of William Shakespeare, were highly influential, introducing English-speaking cultures to German idealist philosophy. Coleridge's profound ideas and eloquent words resonated with a young Ralph Waldo Emerson, who would go on to shape American transcendentalism. Samuel Taylor Coleridge's legacy lives on, his thoughts and expressions continuing to inspire generations of thinkers and artists. His words remind us that even in the depths of despair, there is beauty to be found and wisdom to be shared. Coleridge's life was a testament to the power of the human spirit, a reminder that even amidst darkness, the spark of creativity can illuminate the world. At 6 years old, Samuel recalls his early fascination with books and the power they held over his imagination. Belisarius, Robinson Crusoe, and Philip Quarrel were among his early literary companions, but it was the Arabian Nights entertainments that left an indelible mark on his young mind. One tale, in particular, haunted him to the point where he was plagued by specters whenever darkness fell. Samuel's longing for these stories was so intense that he would anxiously watch the window where the books were kept, seizing any opportunity to bask in the sunlight and read. Born in 1772 in Ottery St. Mary, Devon, Samuel was the youngest of 10 children. His father, the Reverend John Coleridge, was a respected vicar and headmaster of the King's School. Samuel's early years were marked by a lack of interest in typical childhood activities, as he preferred the solace of reading and immersing himself in his own thoughts. Following his father's death in 1781, 8-year-old Samuel was sent to Christ's Hospital, a charity school in London. It was there that he formed a close friendship with Charles Lamb and delved deeper into his literary pursuits, studying the works of Virgil and William Lyle Bowles. Samuel's love for literature continued to flourish, as he reminisced about the profound impact books had on him during his childhood. Despite the solitude he experienced at school, Samuel appreciated his teacher and cherished the memories of his early years. In his poem, Frost at Midnight, he reflects on the loneliness he felt and longs for the comfort of his birthplace. These feelings of nostalgia and yearning for connection would later shape his philosophical and poetic pursuits. In 1791, Samuel began his studies at Jesus College, Cambridge. His talent and passion for writing were recognized when he won the Brown Gold Medal for an ode denouncing the slave trade in 1792. However, his time at the college was marred by personal challenges. In 1793, he left the college and enlisted in the 15th Light Dragoons under the name Silas Tonkin Comberbake, possibly due to debt or a broken heart. Fortunately, his brothers were able to secure his discharge on grounds of insanity, allowing him to return to Jesus College, although he would never obtain a degree. Samuel Taylor Coleridge's early life and education laid the foundation for his philosophical and literary endeavors. His deep love for books and the power of storytelling shaped his understanding of the world and his place in it. Through his experiences, he discovered the transformative power of literature and the importance of personal connection and introspection. These lessons continue to resonate today, reminding us of the power of imagination, the significance of our personal experiences, and the role literature plays in shaping our perspectives. Samuel Taylor Coleridge, a renowned poet and philosopher, found himself entangled in the complexities of marriage and the pursuit of a utopian society. At Jesus College, he encountered radical ideas and formed a close bond with poet Robert Southey. Together, they envisioned a community called Pantisocracy, a utopian commune in Pennsylvania. In 1795, Coleridge married Sarah Fricker, sister of Southey's wife Edith, but their union proved to be unhappy. Social constraints had influenced their decision, and Coleridge grew to detest his wife. Eventually, after the birth of their fourth child, they separated, leaving Coleridge to grapple with the challenges of love and companionship. Tragically, another member of their Pantisocracy project, Robert Lovell, passed away in 1796. Coleridge was present during his final moments, witnessing the fragility of life and the pain of loss. Despite these setbacks, Coleridge continued his literary pursuits. In 1796, he published his first volume of poems, including collaborations with Lamb, Southey, and a work inspired by Robert Fauvel. This publication showcased his poetic talent and established his reputation as a gifted writer. Additionally, Coleridge privately printed a collection of sonnets from various authors, further showcasing his dedication to the art form. During his time in Nether Stowey, Somerset, from 1797 to 1798, Coleridge experienced a period of great creativity. It was during this time that he met William Wordsworth and his sister Dorothy, forming a bond that would shape English Romantic literature. Coleridge's most famous works, such as The Rime of the Ancient Mariner and Kubla Khan, were composed during this fruitful period. However, his creative process was not without interruption. Legend has it that while writing Kubla Khan, Coleridge was interrupted by a person from Porlock, which disrupted his flow of inspiration. Despite these interruptions, Coleridge's writing, including the conversation poems like This Lime Tree Bower My Prison and Frost at Midnight, received critical acclaim. In 1798, Coleridge and Wordsworth jointly published a collection of poetry called Lyrical Ballads, which marked the beginning of the English Romantic Age. Coleridge's contribution, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, garnered significant attention and praise. This epic poem captivated readers with its haunting tale of a mariner's penance. In the midst of his literary success, Coleridge also took on the role of a temporary clergyman, filling in for Reverend Joshua Tolman. Despite personal hardships, such as the drowning death of Tolman's daughter, Coleridge remained steadfast in his commitment to support others in their time of need. Through the lens of Samuel Taylor Coleridge's experiences, we gain insight into the complexities of marriage, the pursuit of utopian ideals, and the creative process. Coleridge's life serves as a reminder that even the most brilliant minds face personal struggles and setbacks. His journey highlights the importance of pursuing one's passions, despite the challenges that may arise. Coleridge's contributions to literature and philosophy continue to inspire and resonate with us today, reminding us to embrace the complexities of life and find beauty in its imperfections. Samuel Taylor Coleridge, known for his poetic genius and philosophical musings, found himself at a crossroads in his life. Having briefly worked as a locum for a Unitarian minister in Shropshire, he contemplated a career in the ministry. It was during this time that he read his famous poem, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, at a literary evening in Martle. The audience was captivated by his words, including a young man named William Hazlitt, who had walked all the way from Wem to hear him. However, Coleridge's path took a different turn when he received a letter from Josiah Wedgwood II, offering him financial assistance if he abandoned his ministerial aspirations. Tempted by the prospect of stability, Coleridge accepted the offer, much to the disappointment of Hazlitt. The young poet's journey continued as he embarked on a trip to Germany with his fellow poets, the Wordsworths, in September 1798. In Germany, Coleridge immersed himself in the study of German philosophy, particularly the works of Immanuel Kant and Gotthold Lessing. These new ideas stirred his intellectual curiosity and influenced his own critical writings for the rest of his life. Despite the unfamiliarity and difficulty of these concepts in a predominantly empirical culture, Coleridge remained determined to pioneer them. During his stay in Germany, Coleridge found inspiration to write a ballad poem called Love, dedicated to Sarah Hutchinson. The poem was influenced by a knight figure depicted on the Conyers' tomb in Sockburn Church, near Darlington. The knight's wyvern, a mythical dragon-like creature, symbolized the Sockburn worm slain by Sir John Conyers. This poem would later inspire John Keats' renowned work, La Belle Dame sans Merci. Coleridge's early intellectual debts were owed to thinkers such as William Godwin and David Hartley. Godwin's Political Justice and Hartley's Observations on Man shaped Coleridge's philosophical ideas, especially during his Pantisocratic period. Hartley's concept of sensory events as impressions and the formation of ideas through connections between these impressions resonated with Coleridge's own understanding of the human mind. As Coleridge settled in the Lake District of Cumberland with his family and friends at Greta Hall, his dependency on laudanum, a powerful opiate, grew. This dependence, coupled with his frequent nightmares, made him a difficult houseguest during his 18-month stay with the Wordsworths. His idiosyncrasies, such as his peculiar eating habits, added to the challenges Dorothy Wordsworth faced as she tried to accommodate his preferences. Coleridge's journey, both intellectually and personally, showcases the complexities of human existence and the pursuit of knowledge and meaning. His exploration of German philosophy, his poetic inspirations, and his philosophical depths shaped his unique perspective on literature and life. Through his experiences, Coleridge invites us to navigate the intricate paths of our own lives, embracing intellectual curiosity and seeking connections that enrich our understanding of ourselves and the world around us.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.